Crab Champions changed my life. Running me only $10, I was not expecting the experience that I received. On the surface, this game appears to be a quirky roguelike game featuring a crab with guns, mindlessly mowing down enemies wave after wave, receiving upgrades and gaining currency to spend at the shop before moving on to the next island. However, much like the crustacean, the real meat can be absorbed once you've cracked open the shell. This game stands on all 10 legs to offer something much deeper than that surface level gameplay loop. Upon loading the game, you're immediately thrust into your home base, the safe zone. You can unlock new weapons, test your DPS, and change difficulty alongside other things. This safe zone is the place for the player to take a breath, a place to prepare themselves for the hardships to come. Once you've collected yourself and are mentally prepared, you can set out into the fray to begin your battle. This is where it starts to get good. You see, that home base is much like your home, or any other safe space or area in your life that helps you recharge. It's your haven. When you've decided to set out and leave your home, you're met with your first hostile interactions. Small crabs swarm you, attacking mindlessly and without fear for their own life. These small enemies symbolize the little annoyances in day-to-day life. They're endless and they never fail to find their way in, but they're relatively easy to wipe away. They're easy to clear, much like the small crabs. They don't do much damage on their own, but as they pile up, they can truly cause problems. Having a crab be the playable character is truly genius here, as the hard shell protects you. This shell is just like our own mental fortitude. We're able to withstand these small little annoyances. They don't do much damage to us. Once you've cleared an island, you're rewarded with a chest, a new item to deal with incoming threats. This is a much needed reminder that we learn and gain experience as we go through life. As we deal with the hurdles, we're rewarded with experience, and the currency in this game, or money in real life, and new tools to deal with the hardships we face. Once you've decided and collected your reward, you're given two options for the next island you'd like to travel to. This is another brilliant symbolic moment here. We're allowed to pick our battles. Maybe we'd like something easier, an island to get through and achieve a meager but sure reward. Or we could choose to take on a more challenging battle, but one that has a far greater reward. It's just beautiful, really. There are some special areas that need to be addressed. The first is short. The shop is a reminder to all of us that money is important in our world, but it isn't everything. These shops give us powerful upgrades to improve ourselves, but if we don't have enough, we can still push on and progress without it. It might just be a bit more difficult. Being frugal here can truly transform the situation later down the line, and much thought and care is needed here. The next type of island is the parkour island. You must complete these challenges fast for a good reward. A push and a nudge to keep moving forward and never look back. When you're on the battlefield in some islands, you can slip into the water accidentally if you're not careful. This slows you down, something that painfully reminds us that the depths are right there. It's easy to slow down, but it's imperative that we never let ourselves sink. There's just so much depth here, it's incredible. You might be asking, what about the exploding enemies? Surely they can't have any function other than just another enemy that you're supposed to mow down. That's where you'd be wrong. They're a reminder not only that problems can be explosive, but tackling these larger, more explosive problems can help us tackle many minor annoyances around them by taking on the root problem, or in this case, slugs. The skulls are our reminder that death is coming for us all, but to not be fearful of death, rather to embrace it. Don't let fear hold you down. Rather, fight back and continue pushing on so that you can experience the best life you possibly can. This can be hard, and this is noted as the skulls can provide a bit more of a difficult challenge to overcome, but you can do it. There are other enemies, but for the sake of this video, I won't go into depth on all of them, and rather let you experience the brilliance for yourself. There is one last one that must be mentioned, however. The elite crabs that you fight right before you proceed to the next set of islands, these difficult mini-boss fights that you have to deal with before you can make your way into a new environment, they seem familiar, don't they? They're larger and shrouded with darkness, but that's not for no reason. The hardest challenge we all face in our lives is ourselves. These elites represent the darkness in our minds, in our hearts, the negative things we say to ourselves, the bad thoughts. We must overcome ourselves to truly move on. To keep going, we must defeat the worst versions of ourselves. This is extremely challenging, and we can't change our thoughts so easily, but they can be surmounted. With enough determination and knowledge, we can be better than our darker selves and defeat them. We can be better. Okay, it's not that deep, and I'm not that pretentious, I swear. I just thought I'd have a little fun with this video, because this game is good. Crab Champions is a really fun little roguelike experience with good movement, fun weapons, solid rewards, and plenty of satisfying baddies to crunch. It's only $10 and absolutely worth that price in my opinion. There's plenty more content planned for it too, so you're for sure going to be getting even more than your money's worth. It's a silly little crustacean third-person shooter that is surprisingly a lot of fun. I'd say give it a shot if you need a game that you can just turn your brain off and play for a few runs. It definitely fills that void for me, and it does it in a really charming way. I hope you enjoyed my goofy here. I'll probably make a few more vids like this here and there, just because they're fun to me. If you did enjoy and want to see more of my nonsense, please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of future uploads. Plenty more content to come. Anyways, I'm out. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.